Hi friends, I'm back with another story. Wise choice. Farmer in the king's palace. Once upon a time, there lived a king named Vamshraj. He had a huge fruit garden in his palace. Various types of fruits like coconut, papaya, kava, and grapes were grown here. A farmer named Nandu with his family used to take care of the entire fruit garden. Daily, Nandu picked fresh fruits from the garden to bring them to the king's palace. One day, Nandu saw that the coconut, guava, papaya, and grapes were ready to eat. Nandu started thinking, which fruit should I take to place for the king today? After thinking for a while, he felt he should take grapes to give it to the king. So he filled the basket with grapes and set out to give it to the king. When Nandu reached the palace, he saw that the king was lost in thoughts and seemed angry. Seeing this, Nandu slowly placed the basket of sweet and juicy grapes in front of the king and sat at a distance. Lost in thoughts, king would pick a grape and eat it. Then he would pull out another one and throw it aiming at Nandu's forehead. When grapes hit Nandu's head, he said, "God is very merciful." This kept going for some time. King would eat a grape and aim the other grape at Nandu's forehead. And every time a grape hits Nandu, he would say, "God is very merciful." After some time, when King Vamshraj came out of his thoughts, he realized what he was doing was wrong and what was the farmer's response to it. He felt bad for hitting Nandu with the grapes and said, "I was hitting you again and again with a grape, and yet you were saying, 'God is merciful.' Why, Nandu?" Nandu replied politely, "Your Majesty, coconut, guava, and papaya were also ready to be served to you. But then I thought, why not bring grapes for you today? I could have bought guava or papaya or coconut, but I chose grapes. If I had bought coconut or papaya or guava and kept them in front of you instead of grapes, then what would be my condition right now? That's why I'm thanking God and saying, 'God is very merciful.'" Hi friends! So what have you learned from this story? Blaming God is a common response for most of us when life doesn't go our way. When we are suffering and there seems to be no end to the pain we are undergoing, we feel emotionally and physically weak, and it is tempting to blame God. The common question we ask God, "God, why didn't you stop me from making that decision? Why did you put that person in my life? Why didn't you protect me?" etc., etc., etc. But is it right to blame God? Is He solely responsible for it? Blaming God for your suffering and your life trouble reveals your inadequate belief in God. Stop blaming God for your hardships and troubles and keep trusting Him. In the story, the king threw one grape after the other on the farmer's head. But what was the farmer's reaction to it? He kept saying, "God is merciful." Look at the trust he had in God. He realized that he chose grapes over coconut or papaya and guava. He gives all the credit to God for saving him from bigger trouble. Yes, friends, God makes many of our problems lighter and saves us. Yet we don't realize the mercy of God on us. When we have to face trouble, instead of thinking positively, we start blaming God for our troubles. God works in ways that we do not understand. So, let's not blame God, but keep our faith in Him. Before I end, some beautiful quotes I wish to share with you all. Don't hang on old hurts. You can spend your years blaming God, blaming other people, but In the end, it was a choice. Some people create their own storms. Then they get upset when it rains. Don't blame God for what you brought on yourself. Take ownership and move on. Everything does happen for a reason, but God is not always the reason. Sometimes it's you. And lastly, sometimes God calms the storm, sometimes God calms the sailor, but sometimes He makes us swim. Hi friends, I hope you all are doing good. I hope you enjoyed the story too and gained some learnings from it. I hope I could make few of you laugh as well. But yes friends, there are many such days in our life when we blamed God and kept questioning Him for the challenges and troubles we are facing as to why only me. If this story made you realize that you were wrong, please do post a comment. Yes, I realized. And yes, friends, if you do like my story, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel and keep supporting me. Thank you, everyone.